Sri Sujit Kumar on this bill. No point of order. When the house is in disorder and you have to go to your seat, everybody will have to go to your seat, then only. Mr. Sujit Kumar.
Sir,
Yes, so, Mr. Sujit Kumar, only your speech will go on record, nothing else. Nothing else will go on record, only Sujit Kumar's speech will go on record.
thank you, sir. Sir, I stand on behalf of my party to support the bill because it's very much in the interest of the nation. Sir, we have two permanent stations in Antarctica, Maitri and Bharti. Sir, we had one station called Dakshin Gangotri way back in 1980. Sir, many countries are engaged in various kind of activities in Antarctica, just like we do. India is a signatory to the Antarctica Treaty amongst the 54 countries that are signatory to the treaty. India is also a member of the National Antarctic Program called COMMAP and Scientific Committee of Antarctica Research. So these are very important platforms, international platforms, which shows the significance and the clout of India in Antarctica. Now, sir, why there is a need for this bill? Sir, out of the 54 countries, 27 countries have enacted domestic legislation to regulate activities in Antarctica. Now, sir, the responsibility for undertaking any activity in Antarctica, whether it's fishing or whether it's logistics or whether it is scientific research, lies with the country that sets up the station in Antarctica. Hence, sir, there is a need for this bill. Sir,
The house was not in order. How did you pass the bill, sir?
also, sir, as we all know, climate change is a reality now. And the activities and the research program of India in Antarctica is only going to increase. In the future, sir, we also anticipate that there will be a lot of shipping, lot of tourism from India going to Antarctica. As of now, there is no shipping or no tourism allowed in Antarctica from India. But in the future, when it's allowed, then I think, sir, there will be definitely a need to regulate these activities as per the international norms and international conventions. Hence, sir, there is a need for this domestic legislation. Sir, this is also, sir, in sync with the emergence of India as a major global power in various sectors. Now, sir, why and how this framework will be in India's interest? First of all, sir, because this will lead to standardization of environmental quality.
Procedure that's being followed.
That it will lead to standardization of environmental clarity
Agitation is
in
not in order.
tune
And
with
he's
domestic
speaking his
environmental
time.
legislations. Secondly, sir, it will give a huge boost to domestic research, scientific research, and I have said this time and again that we as a nation spend very less on research. As a nation, we spend only 0.7% of our GDP on scientific research. So I think, sir, this bill, when enacted into an act, will give a boost to scientific research in our country. Hence, we welcome this bill. Sir, when the world is looking at alternate logistics network, alternate supply chain, I think, sir, India has a great opportunity to emerge as a supply chain provider of the world. So, sir, our shipping industry will also get a boost when there is regulation and when we are in tune with global conventions and norms. So, all in all, sir, I think this is a wonderful bill which will help India realize its dream of becoming a $5 trillion economy, give boost to scientific research, and finally give a boost to our scientific community. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. The next speaker is Niranjan Reddy, Singapore.